Kenyan Watchers, we are back at it. Last episode we were going through a lot of negotiations. One was with America, another one was with Syria, and then just to top it off, we just did a nice little tea deal with Ethiopia. Just for fun. Didn't really do it for the money.
Our agents that have infiltrated this organization...
Absolutely, yes. We're going to continue to keep fighting against the Nigerian terrorist group that took my journalist out of my country, and now we are consistently fighting the terrorist group in Nigeria because of it. Now it does help out Nigeria quite a bit because it takes out the things that they couldn't do themselves. I mean, it actually helps them out a lot. Which I'm not against helping them, but I'm not really doing it for them. I'm doing it for myself because of that aspect that they captured one of my people, and I don't want that to happen again. And this is kind of like a spot where I can actually like protect my citizens by fighting against terrorism. So that's what we're doing. I would love to see that terrorist group be gone. Now, if I remember correctly, it was around 29 million supporters. So it's a huge terrorist group. And I only got about 500 agents out there. They got about 120 agents last time I tried to dismantle them, so there was a big war out per se. But the government of Nigeria has not told me to leave or do anything. They have not said a thing to me. So unless they don't know, or they just are happy about it, I don't know. But our deficit is still going down. Incredible. I love our growth. We are on a decline right now. That sucks, but it's okay. We're at 6.1. I'm okay with that. I like it at about 6.5. But right now, I'm okay with where it's at. In the meantime, let's try to continue to fight on crime in our national communities. In our community, we need more police and we need a safer country. We can fight against sexual violence. I think we're going to fight more against illegal immigration. Wow, I don't want to do that right now. Political police, I'm not worried about. Vice squad, I'm not really sure. There's a high heel. Is that for like prostitution or something? I don't know. How much does it cost to fight against it? Brought up a lot, so let's actually take that away and we'll actually double up on sexual violence. We don't need sexual violence in our country. Local district police. Ooh. Let's pause it because we have a contract ending of national gas. And that's going to affect our economy pretty good. Local district police departments, we will give them more money. Internal affairs, yes, hold our police accountable. I'm happy with that. Cybersecurity task force, let's calm down a little bit now. Criminal investigation squad, that's pretty good. Highway patrol, let's get a little bit more cops on the road. Wow, that's another 7 million. Public safety, oof. I think right here I'd be pretty happy with, and then if I could actually hire 50,000 more units to be out there and help out with my unemployment issue and help out my communities. That's a lot of money that I'm giving out to the police department. I'd like to see this number continually go down. This is going to be a good thing for our country. I will stand by it. I'm happy with it. 50,000 more police officers. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, national. I saw. Look at who are we in business with? Syria, one of my favorite countries to deal with. Perfect. Syria, buddy, old pal. Let's actually let's do a little investigation, figure out exactly July 15th. So we have a little bit of time. We can get more money out of them. We can bring this number up. That's exactly what we're going to do. So the 15th, we want to meet them on the 16th. Change the date, 16th. I will meet my good buddy in Syria. We are going to make a great deal for both of our countries. Mainly mine. Mainly mine. So I'm going to wait around, and I do 3-year terms when I'm doing contracts that I buy. 3-year terms. Every 3 years my needs go up pretty significantly, and I don't like to do, I could just do like 5-year contracts and every year negotiate, and I will always rebuttal the inflation amount or the increased demand of what my country needs. But I don't like to do that because then I have to way too many contracts and I have to be more creative on the names. So I don't like to have too many contracts out there. What I tend to do is I'll get the contracts to get my economy to where I like it to be, but then I also like to actually increase the production of my country itself so I can be more self-sustained. So I don't actually have to do a lot of contract deals. Contracts are more of like a privilege, fast, easy resort for the issues that I'm actually currently having in my country. Okay, this should be for Congress. Should not be for the president, because I got plenty of time. So Congress, I believe I have it still for I want it at every 2 years. That's what I like to keep it at. Parliament, every 2 years, perfect. Ooh, Syria, buddy. Yes, let's make a deal. Alright, how are you doing? You want a cup of coffee?
Sure. Dark and strong, please.
There you go, sir. Let's get down to brass tacks. I need some natural gas. That is what I'm here for. We need to get a great deal. Natural gas. I'm pretty excited about this. We're gonna do 3 years. We are gonna try to get them for, so I like to start pretty low but not insulting low. We're gonna get them for 1300 because I want to buy excess amount because of it's gonna be a contract for 3 years, so my demand is gonna go up. I'm gonna continue to keep building my industries, and they're gonna take more gas and yada yada yada. So I'm a little skeptical about this deal right here because it's too good to be true. But they came back at a very, very fair price. Means I'm gonna steal this deal from them. I don't know if this is a new negotiator, but he is doing a terrible job for his country. but that's why I like dealing with them, because they're pretty desperate. The country has been through a lot. They have a lot of terrorism, and ultimately I am taking advantage of them. But they still make a profit, so it's not really taking an advantage. I'm just getting the better end of the stick here. They drew the short end of the stick, and you know, they are willing to do the deal. So absolutely phenomenal deal. That was a great deal. That was a fun one. Alright. Look at that. So how many seats do they have right now? Oopsies. How do you figure this out? Elections. Last survey was this year. Okay, let's pause it. I want to figure out exactly how many seats. Here it is. So I have 167 and they have 164. Let's see how much I increase.
You have negotiated a splendid contract.
Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you very much. The economy will turn around. It will go up.
Our agents that have infiltrated...
Absolutely. That terrorist group is not going to get off the hook. Costing me that much money. Stealing my citizens. Alright, I'm just waiting for see how the economy is going to turn around before I do any type of spending. Right now it's kind of taking a little time to have the day go by. So, terrorist group is fallen. That is that's a good thing. I don't think that was the terrorist group that I actually I'm after. So I actually wish I would have never went after that terrorist group, because I'm not here to help out the country. I want to go after the terrorist group that affected my country. So I don't really actually want to do what I'm doing. It was a good thing for society, but it's wasted my resources and my time and my effort. I'm after a certain terrorist group, and I wasn't paying attention. Okay, it was at minus 75 when we invested into the police, and as you see, I'm almost back to right where I was. Look at that, just dropped. I'm almost back to where I was. I'm back to where I was when I actually did the investment into my police department. So I'm actually very happy about that. Now I'm not going to invest no more, but I am fighting against crime. Crime is going down. How's my unemployment? Unemployment is good. Now, I don't like to get my unemployment too low. I actually like it at this level. Once you get it too low and you're scraping to find the people, it actually puts your economy kind of like in a drought, where everyone starts like freaking out. Everyone has like jobs, and like it puts your economy like haywire. I don't have the words to explain what I'm trying to say, but that's exactly what happens. And so I'm not gonna goof around with it. That's why everything you do in this game, you have to go slow. Absolutely slow. You cannot go out and just because you have the money or you have a trick up your sleeve, you can't just do what you want right away. You just can't.
Good evening. The majority of votes have been counted. Take a look at this.
Did we take more seats? Did we flush out more seats? Come on, baby. Let's go. It's election time in Kenya. Yes, sir. Look at that. More votes towards me. That's what I'm talking about. They had to lose a little bit of support. They had to. Let's take this median. 82 on percent of a turnout. The people in the country love me, and I love them. Look at that. Venezuela, Argentina, a lot of issues going on there. I just went through it with Nigeria. Gotta stay out of it. I don't want no more. I don't want no more terrorist problems. Wonder how the whole situation is going on here in Ukraine and Russia. Are they no longer in a conflict? Wonder what was the result of that conflict. End of coal.
Our network has been partially disbanded.
Oh. Coal. I think that's North Korea that we have a coal deal with. But I want to find out what's going on with Ukraine and Russia. Just kind of curious on who really won that battle. Conflicts. Ukraine has no conflict. So they just must have. I wasn't reading the newspaper enough. So these are all terrorist groups. So no countries are in war with each other. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Everyone's civilized right now. Wow. Just don't get too excited though. Don't get too excited. It can pop off at any given time. Saudi Arabia is looking at me all crooked here. And I tell you what, Saudi Arabia, wow, he does look like the prince of Saudi Arabia in real life. He really looks at it. He really looks like him. He doesn't want no problems with me. I'm just playing. He'd probably annihilate me right now. But that is gonna change. Alright, let's get moving.
You know full well that in our services, the empathy curve usually stays close to zero. However, I have placed my agents under surveillance, and I could...
Perfect. I am in no risk of getting my head chopped off. That's basically what the guy said. But with that being said, I do want to do a little bit of an investigation on my own government. Because... whoops, not that person. But that's alright. Because I do not need a mole in my government. I don't like unhonest people involved in my government. This is what I was waiting for, guys.
Good evening. The majority of votes have been counted. Take a look at this.
Alright. Now this is the votes for the seats. Higher the number, obviously you get more seats. So the IR gets absolutely no seats. And I have won some seats. Now we will find out
Good morning.
in a little bit. So my cotton contract is actually up, so this is actually a really good deal. But I can't sell enough. I mean, 1.6 million. I mean, it's probably like my lunch that I spend. I don't want to do a deal with you. Now what I do want to do is find out who is the cotton that I have a contract with. Alright. And that's a $12 million deal. So that's not even a good contract. But it is $12 million. And I could see if I could actually get them for more. But I don't remember I don't even know how to say the name. Lithuania. That's a tough one. Where is that country anyways? Somewhere in Europe. There you are. No, that's not you. You're somewhere around here. Where are you? It's Luxembourg. Alright, where are you? Where are you, buddy? I know you're around here. Huh. There you are. Okay. So the contract ends. When was it? When was it? The 31st. Okay. So I'm gonna make a contract deal with you on the 1st. Okay. And I need to do a better deal with them. If not, I can't do a deal with them because of the fact that it's not even a good deal that I made the first time around. Now, North Korea, I have coal. Now this is a bigger contract. I need to keep this one good. So 203 was the price, and that's the 27th. So I need to actually meet up with Mr. Kim, and Mr. Kim, I call him Chubby Cheeks. 27. So the 28th, I want to meet up with Kim. Alright, Chubbs is down, and now I just need to wait on those contracts. Now, I know last episode was mainly contracts. This episode is mainly contracts. I apologize for that, but business is business. We have to continue to keep the role of our economy and the deficit under control, and ultimately it does take contracts. Now, we did have a little bit of excitement when it came around election times. That was a pretty big deal. Oh, what? How do they win more seats than we did? No, this is me. What am I talking about? The UDR. That is me, right? Yeah, UDR. Yeah, that's me. Whew, got scared there. It looks a little funny just because of the aspect that the other one was on the right and I'm more right than I am not a left, so I don't understand why these are like swapped. But then the other aspect is there was the other branch in here and they lost all their seats because we were at 164, so we gained quite a bit. So yeah, Parliament still doesn't actually have any rights that go against the president, which is Moa. But I need to get better seats, more seats. Absolutely am. Yes, I am. I am the winner. So I need to get more seats because I need to get these little fellers right here weaker They're at 28 million sympathizers. These people the independents are extremely weak. Mine is a lot more better, my party, but I still have to figure out a way to continue to fight against them politically. Now I could just be extreme and just kick them out and make it a single party and make it into more of a dictatorship, but I don't want to do that. I could legally because I do hold the keys to do it, but I don't want to. Okay. This feller was under real estate scams. What's going on? Are you done investigating?
I fear that we will be spotted by the target.
So he's
The target is constantly on alert.
And so those two people I'm suspect about because of the fact that I can't go in and actually figure out what's going on.
The target is constantly on alert.
I am concerned. I think I might have some moles. So, in the meantime, let's investigate their replacement, because I will continue to investigate, but I gotta take this meeting.
Sure.
I need a good deal of coal. Now, me and his country are actually in a very decent spot to actually do a decent deal, unlike America. Americans. Those Americans do not like to give out good deals. Alright, so... wow. This is gonna actually... we're really not even gonna be able to make a great deal, because there's not a lot of room. But I mean, we're definitely gonna be able to make a deal, but I want to be able to make a great deal. I don't want just a good deal. Greed is what I want. See, I need greed of a deal. Greed. That is what I want. I'm not a big fan of giving countries like North Korea a ton of money because of how big of a dictatorship they actually are. So I don't want to give them too much money, but they do need to make a profit. Bam, we made a deal. I could have probably went 165 and I could have probably saved us a little bit more money. But that's okay. I'm happy with this deal. North Korea is not that bad to work with. You know, they're pretty fair, unlike those Americans. Alright, chubby cheeks, time to go. Yes, thank you, Elijah. So this probably dropped, yeah. Growth dropped because of the coal deal. And now I got the coal back under control, so it's gonna skyrocket again. It'll go back up. But as you guys see, it's more contracts, and contracts. Just can't get away from them. More contracts. I apologize for that, but gotta do what we gotta do to keep the economy rolling. This is gonna be the last contract.
Sure.
And I'm gonna have to end the video if we can make a deal with this country. I think I was purchasing... no, I was selling cotton. Okay, that's why we didn't make a great deal, because I don't actually sell a lot. But money is money, and little money is still enough. It's still money, so let's Let's make a deal happen here. Okay, sale price. We're gonna try to do it for 27. Let's try to get them for 5,000. That's half of their need, which is pretty difficult to do because they don't like to rely on the country that much, but I want them to rely on me. So I'm eventually going to have to increase my production and find a different trading partner so I can sell more. And China's actually a pretty good country to trade with when it comes to certain items. Okay, so we're gonna settle at 550, 2550. We're gonna get 5,000 tons. You son of a gun. 4950. Alright guys, as you see, it was more contracts this video. Like, subscribe. I will see you at the next one. Take care.